What's good, YouTube? Certainly not this story. I have George's permission, the owner of Pro Play Games, to show this footage to you guys and also shout out his YouTube here. If you've been living under a rock, you may not know the name Pro Play Games, but it is huge in the competitive scene overall. They sponsor some of the best players in the game, such as Patrick Hoban, and they've had some situations recently also. To quote George, "We can't take any more of these L's." So, what's happening here? There's been no secret rares in all those cases you just saw, and they're opening another one here to prove there's no secrets. They can't sell these to their customers, and the first initial thought that people have here is, Konami's done fucking up again. They're just screwing everybody over there. Okay, guys. I want you guys to be very clear on something that we touched on a couple weeks ago with the OTS mishap on packaging. Konami hires an outside company to package their cards. They're not able to take every single step, and whatever's happening at this packaging plant, they've been messing up a bit lately. First, it was the Maximum Crisis Supers appearing in the OTS packs and getting confirmed that way to us, actually. That's how we found True King of All Calamity's name change and its rarity. And as you see here, they actually have really nice camera quality. This guy's going to open an entire case of no secrets once again. I don't know if they open the entire case, but they just show at least a few boxes, I imagine. He did an entire hour live stream on the Zodiac Duelist Facebook group where they show off that there's not any secrets within the case either. It's just so unfortunate that this would happen with a product. And the question is, will there be any response? Will this get taken care of? You can follow Pro Play Games on their YouTube to see the situation evolve. But as an independent player, if I bought a case for my entire team, like let's say our entire team went in on a case to be able to get the cards that we need between the team for like sending people to ICSs with a deck and being able to play test and pass it around. This would be a relatively painful situation, as if we email Konami saying, hey, we didn't get any secrets in our case, how likely are they to A, believe us, and then B, do anything? Now, this is a OTS store, one of the top premier OTS stores able to show off a defect like this. It'll be really interesting to see how it's taken care of, because it's the packaging plant's fault, but I feel like the responsibility ends up falling on Konami's shoulders. Now, there's also been reports of cases just simply missing the ultra rares instead, and we should know that if holos went missing from one place to another from, you know, the set to the OTS packs, that perhaps they would be missing elsewhere, and this is direct proof of it. This is insane to me. So, what would you guys do in this situation? You open, let's say you just bought one box and there's no secrets, you know? That alone as a situation isn't coverable, but these are entire cases, and they're opening them up here to prove because they do not want to sell them to their customers. They don't want to hurt their customer base like that. And I imagine Pro Play has allocated so many pre-sales, to the local area. They probably had a pre-sale numbers they imagined they could cover should they not be able to pack the cards themselves. But they would have had to imagine they could pack some level of the cards. This is just insane. Now they're not able to provide their local customer base, their team, and then whoever else might have ordered from them on pre-sales. This just hurts. It hurts them as a business because it makes them seem unreliable when nothing's their fault at all. They're an amazing OTS. They really dig their roots into the community, help players out, help them do what they're gonna do, and this is just a bad situation where I wouldn't know what I would do. I would assume that I would contact somebody at Konami and hope to get taken care of before I posted it as video, but at the same time, like, this is proof. This is one of the only ways to prove that this has happened to you. And if you're not a YouTuber, if you're not a store, what would you have done? After your first couple boxes, I imagine you'd be able to start filming. and hopefully prove that way. But I just can't imagine, because maybe your thought process is, well, they all have to be in the last box, let's just keep opening. But definitely, if this ever happens to you, anything similar, anything of this kind of magnitude, just start filming. Have one of your buddies hold the phone. Doesn't matter if it's 2 potato. Just start filming, and hopefully we watch Pro Play get taken care of in a good way. I seriously hope they're not taking too many more L's. George is a great store owner. He reaches out to so many players. It sucks to see bad things happen to people who do so much for a community. And that kind of stuff does happen, you know, bad things happening to good people. Look at this. Golly, 1 Ultra, 2 Ultra. So the Ultras are all there, it seems. 3 and 4. But no secrets. There's all the hollows. Man, I just know I would get a sick feeling in my stomach having this happen. And you know, you probably had plans. People who tend to pre-order product or order product have a big tournament that they're going to play in typically, too. Like, you're ordering product to play in a case tournament so that you can actually win something valuable off of your product while it's still at maximum prices. Maximum crisis here. This is a maximum crisis, but typically you're putting so much money in early because you're competitive and you plan to break back at it or cover a whole team. This is just... I don't know how to cover, but I do want to say it's a company that Konami hires. So don't bring out the torch and the burning crosses and the Konami screws me every day. That's putting it nicely for that meme, but I don't need sex because Konami screws me every day. That's a meme. But I think that's originally from the video game community on Konami, but they just show box after box after box here that it's not enjoyable. You can go watch this entire video on Pro Play Games YouTube over here. They have been doing very well on social media. You see they have over 7,000 subscribers. If you're enjoying the, you know, kind of competitive circuit, I know we cover a lot of the competitive circuit here, but we've branched out into more casual. If you want that more competitive feel of like just updates from the competitive scene, they do a lot of deck profiles. They do box openings as well. It's just a really nice aspect to see from a store in the community rather than just one player. It's pretty cool. I can't imagine this happening to me though. What would you do? Type in the comment section down below. What would you do? I really hope your answer is to start filming and then figure out a way to contact. I seriously think that would be my only course of action. It's so crazy to think that... I really hope this gets resolved in some way, fashion, or form for them. It would be insane for them not to. They've got their player base waiting on them in their area. It's so sad. Well... I'm gonna fast forward a little through here so you guys can see just another box with no secret pulled. And by the way, they are sponsored by Ultra Pro. That's pretty cool. Ultra Pro Play Games. They also had an issue with a player. You can check out their YouTube for that also. They dealt with that very, very well. I think they're dealing with this and that both very, very well in their social media aspects, where they had a player who was accused of stealing and there was footage to go with it. Golly, no secrets. Just, why not a 4th case like this, huh? That's so crazy. So if this is happening to you, be sure to film your opening. Keep track of what's happening with them. And perhaps follow them in order to get it taken care of. Because that may be the only answer to do it. The thumbs up there. This sucks. Look at this man's face. How am I gonna play this game? I'm sorry, man. But seriously, I would follow them on the situation. They've been a great asset to the community, and they definitely took care of the player situation really fast, really swiftly, and I think they're doing a great job overall on social media, on taking care of their situations now. They've grown into the community so much and helped it so much. Thanks for watching, guys.